Okay, I'm going to show you how to use your new $29 cream makeup palette. Now, what I mean by that is many of you grabbed this yesterday. In fact, I actually think one of the shades is sold out. Don't worry, you can actually text my business number and say that you want a restock. So, okay, I am pinning what you can say here. So, I'm going to show you how to use this palette. You guys have probably been seeing me use this palette for over 3 years. I still use this palette. I still love this makeup. But Celeste, the other makeup company that I've been using for 8 months in conjunction with Saint, launched a cream palette yesterday. And I've had it for a few weeks and I didn't try it because I was very skeptical. And then I tried it yesterday after seeing a bunch of my friends using it and I was like, oh, okay, it was pretty good. So I'm going to show you how I did it when I wore it yesterday. So if you guys want the link to any of the products I'm using today, just say cream 444, one word, and I'll send it to you. So, hi you guys! So I am going to use a primer. However, I did not use a primer yesterday. I will tell you that. I didn't use a primer and I didn't set because I really wanted to see what it would do. Because you guys know I do not recommend something to you unless I know how it sits and how it works. So I am putting a primer on right now because I am going to book club and I think we're swimming. And since I already know how this makeup sat for me yesterday, I'm fine with using a primer. So if you guys don't use this Celeste primer, both of the primers that I like to use, the luminous one and this pore minimizing mattifying one, are both great with Saint. They do have silicone, but that one happens to work. Okay, let's talk about this cream palette. It's only $29. It is insanely cheap. The ingredients are European standard. It's all of that kind of stuff. So that is important to me. I'm so glad, you guys. So here's what I will say. I've already been getting asked, what are the differences between this cream palette and the Saint one? So the Saint one is a little bit more full coverage, which I like, but a lot of my people don't like as full of coverage. These are creamier. They do blend a little bit better, again, but it's lighter coverage. So it just is really going to depend on what you like. I have a lot of Saint friends, or a lot of people who have been really wanting to try Saint makeup and it's just not in the budget. So this might be a really, really nice option for you. So it does have the colors on the back. This is a setting powder. I did not use that setting powder yesterday, so I cannot speak to it. I don't know how it works, but it does have an SPF in it, which I thought was cool. So I have the medium to dark. However, I do really think I could either use the medium to dark or the light to medium. I think both would work out fine. You guys know I typically use a tinted moisturizer or BB cream underneath my makeup, but I really did want to show you the true how this sits. So if you guys do have questions, just go ahead and ask. Okay, so as you guys saw, I did one little dip and look, I'm still going. I'm still going. Look at this. I am not having to re-dip. So even though these are small, because I looked at it, I was like, that's really small. I was kind of yucky about it. I'm not going to lie, you guys. I was kind of like, I'm kind of meh. Because I turned my nose up at creams when I first started Saint too. And then I was like, oh, wait. But you guys see this? It's still going. I still have product on my brush. This is crazy. So I didn't think that these tins were big enough. I was like, they're pretty small. Not much is going to happen there. Do you see how I'm barely re-dipping? I mean, this is nuts. So I am using the smudge brush. I cannot tell you if other brushes besides Saint work well with this because I have not used them. I know other people have. However, I cannot give you a testament to what I think because, again, I have not used anything other than the Saint brushes with this cream. So I am just applying this brighter shade. And you guys, this is one of those things you can kind of guess what color you are. You can kind of guess what color you are. I don't have to technically color match you for this. However, I obviously will, but, you can kind of mix and match. So I'm this color right now because I'm a little bit more tan, but if I actually got even more tan, I'd probably use that. I'm going to use this as a contour. However, if you are deeper skin tone, you can use this as your foundation shade, and then just use a different contour. So I am doing the exact same thing I have done with Saint for 3.5 years. I'm just carving out my cheekbones and my hairline. And I think my dog's trying to get in that. He is so obnoxious, you guys. He is like a true golden retriever. Do these creams come off as easily as Saint creams do? What do you mean as easily? Do they wash off easily? Okay, so I am just doing this. Now, this is what this palette is for. This does not come with a blush. It does not come with a lipstick. But guess what? You just need one little crayon. So this crayon acts as a blush and as a lipstick. Hi, Maria! And so that's kind of the cool thing is these are really great. They are a matte, long staying lipstick. They are not, here I'm going to grab a different shade and show you. They are not, like when I say matte, they are not like drying. They're very creamy. So here's like a different color option. We have lots of these colors. Okay, and I do have those linked if you just say cream 444. So the one I'm using, the one I used yesterday that everyone blew up my feet about was number 14, the crayon number 14. So I am still doing the same method as in tapping in. I'm still tapping in these shades. I am starting with the lightest colors. You can see how easily these blend. Again, you guys, I think this is a great option for people who like a lighter coverage for Saint. You can still use your bronzer and your lip and cheeks with this. Still will work gorgeous. Will they wash off the brushes? Does Celeste have makeup brushes? Yes, but I'm going to tell you I only have one and I haven't used it. So I don't know. But I want you to see, again, you know I usually use a tinted moisturizer or a BB cream underneath my creams. But I wanted you to see how it really truly looked. I already put an SPF on underneath, so I already had that ready to go. Okay, so here we go. Look at this, you guys. Isn't that so beautiful, though? And as far as the Celeste makeup brushes, you guys, I can't say, yes, they're great, because I truly haven't used them, and I will never tell you to get something unless I really like it. Okay, so now we have here, and you're going to see how this is a little bit lighter of a coverage than what you normally see me wear. But look, I do have like some like little acne scars right there, and it covered them up okay, but I'm gonna have to go back in and touch them up just a little bit. I do have to do that with Saint anyways, so it's okay. Okay, so here we go. And now I'm gonna tap this color in. Do you find a big difference between these creams and Saint? Yes, so one of the differences I find is these go on creamier. So you know, if you just don't want to even deal with blending, this might be a good option for you. These are definitely a lighter coverage, as you can see. A lighter coverage than Saint. However, you can have a light coverage of Saint if you use the right brush. Sorry, my golden retriever was in here and I get his hairs all up in me. Okay, so here is the contour color. And I'm just tapping in it just like I would with Saint, you guys. So this is like the same method. It's just, this might be a little bit more budget friendly for you if you are, you know, and if you're okay with not having everything in just one palette, then this might be good for you. But look, I mean, I'm blending this in real time with you, and like, it's really creamy. Again, this is much more natural than I typically wear my makeup, but it's great. Are Celestians seeing other sister makeup companies? No, they're not sister makeup companies, but I have kind of joked since I started using this makeup that I swear they were like made for each other, because I just think Saint and Celeste have been, they just go so well together. And I have used a lot of other viral products trying to like pair it with Saint or just even alone, and I just feel like Celeste is just such a good staple. Can you use with powder, blush, and bronzer? Yeah, I'm actually going to show you the powder blush I put on top of my lip and cheek yesterday. And it is really gorgeous. Okay, so I am talking, otherwise that would have taken me like no time at all. But look, I mean, you guys can see how pretty that is. I'm gonna tap my nose contour in, and honestly, I didn't even need that much nose contour, because it does, you guys, it just keeps going. Like you hardly need any of it. So when I was first looking at this, I didn't think it was gonna last very long, but I've used this twice now, and I've barely made any kind of dent. Like, look at that. Barely a tap. Little tap. Saint, I mean, you guys can, I'm not going to talk about the whole Saint thing, you guys. I mean, nothing's changing for me and Saint. Nothing's changing for my customers. I'm not going to get into that one. I love the makeup. I stand by the makeup. The makeup is beautiful. Sad for my leadership friends, for sure. I've already made a video on it. Okay. I'm ready to talk makeup and beauty. Okay, so do Celeste creams wash off the Saint brushes? I don't know because I have not washed my brushes after the Celeste one. However, with how creamy this is, I can imagine. You guys, look how beautiful that coverage is. Isn't that crazy? And hopefully it's blended well because I can only see in my phone. So I am going to now show you when you get one of these like little matte lip crayons. Again, I used 14 yesterday, so I'll continue to do that because I want you guys to kind of see. So you can just place them here. You can use them on your lips and your cheeks. Is this one buildable? You know, that's a great question. How about I do a little building right now? Let's do that. Let's do a little building so I can answer that for you. So again, this is, I have had people tell me that they're like, Kayla, why do you do full coverage? I like when you do the lighter coverage. I'm like, because I like it. I don't know. So let me see. I have like some little acne scars right here. So let me put a little bit right there and see how this builds. I just dipped into the wrong color. Whoopsies. It's fine. I'm going to tell you if it builds anyway. Okay. Yes, it is buildable. It is buildable, but it is not, I don't think it's meant to be super buildable. I think it's definitely meant to be a natural light coverage. So can you guys see? Yay! That's amazing. Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, I am taking like some Gearly Friends over to Celeste just on my team because it's like a great combination with Saint. I want to keep the community of my artists over there. I love like putting on retreats. I put on a really awesome retreat last October. I want to do in-person events with them. So in order to keep that kind of stuff, I want to do that and I want to mentor them. So look how stunning that peach color is. Can we even? It's so beautiful. And then, so this is basically what I did yesterday. And then what I also did, because I was doing content, like I was like making content. You guys know how I make like a million of that, like makeup videos. I was doing content, so I was like adding a couple things. I did not set the makeup, but I did add this powder blush. Now, I am not really a powder girl, but this is really gorgeous. I actually put you down as my mentor. They emailed me and asked if I wanted, oh yay, Lori, perfect. Message me after this. I want to make sure I get you onboarded, okay? So these blushes, I am very, very, very picky about cheek colors. And like the formula, but this is one of their powder blushes and it's soft and silky. So this is called Coral Rose. I also did link it so you could do, you know, you could wear this over Saint too. Absolutely. So I'm going to just tap this color right on top. Oh, look how pretty it is. Look, isn't that stunning? Okay. So don't wear a powder blush if you don't like more mattified cheeks. I typically don't, but I added a highlighter yesterday. Oh, which I don't have. Shoot. Hoods, please. Okay, this one is what I added. So you guys, this was my look yesterday. And then I added my False Lashes mascara. You guys know I'm obsessed with the False Lashes mascara or my City Beauty one. Those are the ones that I use. I'm going to look up close really quick and tell you my thoughts on what we have going on so far. So again, I used the wrong color down here on accident. Whoopsies. It looks just very natural. It is just very natural. Don't put too much underneath. You guys know that with cream. I'm trying to think of what else I can answer for you guys. It's just sitting, I mean, it's just sitting really nicely. It's just sitting really nicely. Again, it's sitting differently than Saint does for me because typically I do a medium to full coverage. So it's definitely sitting as a light coverage cream makeup right now. So this is what you get. I would also use, you guys, I really like the Celeste setting spray. I don't know where any of my setting sprays except for this little tiny guy is. Don't know where they went. So I'm going to spray my face with this. It's a great setting spray. It's the one size. You can only get it like in stores or online. I don't know. Okay. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the illuminator that I used yesterday. Okay. So I also linked this for you. And I was doing content that required that, but then everyone wanted to know what was on my cheeks. So I'm showing you my cheek color here. So this was my cheek color yesterday. Okay, so it was that matte crayon, and everything sat really, pretty on top. I did go to swim lessons yesterday and I was not in the pool. I was sweating, literally dripping sweat. And when I was touching my creams, they weren't coming off on my hand. And nothing really moved except for where I had my sunglasses and then where I was wiping the sweat off my nose. So those were kind of the only places I saw movement yesterday. So there's that, you guys. I mean, this is just kind of cool. Yeah, there it is. And then what I'm going to do, since again, I'm going to be outside, I can't wait to see how this all sets with me going outside today with actual setting stuff. So I used a primer, setting spray, and now my powder. You guys know I've been using this powder. It's gone viral. We have sold it out millions of times. All of my Saint gals who get it love it. So you will love it. Okay, so I'm popping this. I think I did add this to the link as well for Cream 444. But you guys, no matter what makeup you use, you need this powder. You need it. Okay, I'm gonna dust this off. Should I put the mascara on? Have you guys seen me use the mascara yet? I know I do have a lot of new people here. Okay, I'm gonna tap this powder off. I mean, look at the cheeks. They're just so good. Okay, let's do mascara, everyone. And then, oh, maybe I should blend in my lip contour. And then this is it, you guys. This is the look that I did yesterday. Except I did have an eyeshadow look on because I was doing content and it was not a Celeste eyeshadow. I don't know how Celeste eyeshadows are because I've never used them. Oh, wait, just kidding. I have used the liquid ones and I love those. So this is the look I had yesterday. Except I had eyeshadow. You've only seen me use City Beauty mascara? What? Girl, I almost always use this mascara. This one or the City Beauty one. It's like one of my favorites. So this mascara is half the price of the Benefit Bad Gal. And it is so good. I'm super messy with my mascara. Don't judge me. But look at that. That's one coat. One coat. And I also do have this linked, I think, in that Cream 444. All right, you guys. So this is what we're doing today. What do we think? Do we like this palette? See how natural it looks? See how light coverage it is for me? You guys know I love all the coverage. So I'm like, this is very minimal for me. But I was home and it still was it stayed last night. So super gorgeous. I do have, friends who have used this already with their Saint bronzer, with their Saint contour and lip and cheeks and said it's gorgeous. So, all right, guys, that is it. That is our new $29 makeup palette look. I hope this helps you. I am going to post this so you can rewatch it if needed, and I am here to ask or for any questions that you might have. Again, I still love this one. This is just an option for those looking for maybe a lighter coverage or just something more affordable for right now. So, light coverage looks good on you. Thank you. I know I always get people being like, why don't you do it more? I'm like, I don't know. All right, you guys, I love you. I'm going to go. I'm going to go to my book club. I'll see you guys later.